Most people are using AI wrong. They're combining 20 different tools together, trying to create AI slop that nobody consumes, and they're trying to one-shot dumb apps that are a cheap and useless copy of some other app. It's easy to build one-shot habit trackers when the model's training data contains a million different habit trackers to pick from, right? Building these apps is a complete waste of your time, and for some reason, everybody on Twitter is wasting their fucking time building these same apps again and again. So in this video, I'm going to show you a much better way to use AI to improve your work, your life, all of that. Now, if you're like me and you waste hours of your day scrolling Twitter, you can find a lot of doomers over there whose entire job is to convince you that if you are not using 56 different tools together, then you've somehow fallen behind. Now, here's what's so fucking wrong about their thought process. Most of the tools that they're talking about, they're all going to become obsolete by the time you even sit down to learn all of them. And the biggest example of this is Perplexity. Just look at how popular it was back in the day. Everybody was using it. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was saying you should be using this over ChatGPT. And then as soon as ChatGPT integrates Google search, which is such a basic and easy feature to build, by the way, it completely killed the entire Perplexity company. It literally destroyed the startup. And I don't know if you remember this, but back in the day, Perplexity had a ton of hype behind that project. And building such a simple feature, literally just adding Google search to ChatGPT, completely killed their entire business model. So it turns out all of the hype behind the Perplexity project, all of the people telling you that you need to be using this, otherwise you're gonna fall behind and never catch up, all of that was just false, apparently, huh? All of that hype, all of that, content ended up meaningless in the end. And something similar is happening with OpenClaw, by the way. So OpenClaw is basically a tool that allows you to turn your Claude AI into your AI assistant, basically, and it can do all the things that stuff like N8N and Zapier could already do for you. Stuff like checking your emails or something, clearing your inbox, booking a flight, or some stuff like that, right? Basic AI assistant stuff. You're like, Hassan, but N8N and Zapier can already do all these things for me. So why do I need OpenClaw? I don't understand the hype behind OpenClaw. And I'm like, exactly. All these tools are the exact same. OpenClaw is just the newest kid on the block. And all of Twitter is going mad on it. Now, if you look at all the people who are hyping up all these tools, all the people who keep posting about these new crazy tools, none of them have actually shipped any real software. None of them have worked on any major production code bases. In fact, the only person who is shipping a ton of software is the actual creator of OpenClaw. And the rest of these folks that you see on Twitter, they're just jumping on the hype bandwagon because it's the newest and latest thing. And I don't know if you already know this, but most of the people who are using all these like 50 different AI tools and building complex AI workflows and just jumping from one new thing to the next, these are the same people who used to waste all of their time setting up their Vim key bindings and, Linux distro configs and stuff. They're the same people who waste all day rising their Linux distros instead of getting work done. Their primary goal is not to get shit done. And on that note, there's also a group of people on Twitter who want you to completely vibe code everything and just outsource your entire life to AI. This is also very dumb. AI is not capable of doing most things, at least not without a human in the loop to review the output. And anyone who tries to outsource every part of their life to AI is gonna see some really bad results. Not just because AI is simply not capable of doing those things yet, but also because you end up trusting all of your apps, accounts, privileges, tokens, everything else to software like OpenClaw and N8N. And then when a security vulnerability inevitably comes out, you get fucked. So that's all well and good, but how exactly do we use AI then? And so here's the dumb, simple way to use AI to grow faster in your life and in your work. And this is so obvious, but most people haven't even considered this, right? Just ask yourself, what is the single highest ROI task that I can do right now with my time? And then you just use AI to 10x that. And that might sound obvious when I say it, but most people don't even realize such a simple thing. like I said in the beginning, most people are using AI to create slop that doesn't even get any views, doesn't get users, doesn't get them paid. There's no point in that. It's meaningless. And it's the same thing with people who are using 50 different AI tools and creating complex agentic workflows and all that. They're using AI, but they're not getting anything done. At least nothing that's going to be valuable to the larger market of people, right? Or the people who are using AI to one-shot basic apps like, I don't know, a fitness tracker or something. Yeah, you might be able to build an entire app just by asking ChatGPT or Claude to do it for you. But if it's that easy for you, then nobody's gonna use it because it's that fucking easy to build. Like, let's just follow your logic for just a second. How do these people expect everyone to use their little fitness tracker that they one-shotted and wipe coded by giving Claude a one-sentence prompt, not realizing that everyone else can also give Claude a one-sentence prompt and build the exact same thing? There's no value in your little fitness tracker if everyone else can just come and build it for free in 10 minutes by just giving Claude a one-sentence prompt, or any other AI agent for that matter. Doesn't even need to be Claude. So don't fall for the hype and just figure out what is your highest ROI task. And for example, if you're a programmer, and most of my audience is full of programmers, so your highest ROI task is probably at the job that you're working, or maybe it's some side project that you're working on. Heck, it might not even be related to programming. It might be something else in your life that is bothering you and you think you could automate it by using some AI agent or something. And I don't know, it could save you hours and hours of your time every week or something. Those are the kinds of things that you should be using AI for. Basically, when you use AI, like, here's the mindset I want you to have. When you use AI, don't try to create a solution and then try to find a problem that solution is going to solve, all right? You should already have a problem in your mind that you should be trying to solve with AI. And because I know that most of the people in my audience is going to be full of programmers, you need to hear this, because as a programmer, it's very, very easy to get caught up in the fun of building new things, so much so that you forget to ask yourself if this thing is even essential, if people in the real world, outside of our little, rabbit holes, if real people even need this thing to exist. Because let me tell you, I don't know if this comes as a surprise to most people, but you're not going to become a millionaire by building basic CRUD apps like yet another to-do list or a Kanban board, which for some reason is the most popular niche of apps that all of these vibe coders are one-shotting on Twitter for some reason. I have no idea why. So skip all of that. Learn to use AI as a tool to get your actual work done instead of using AI just for the sake of using AI. Figure out what you need to get done and then use AI to 10x that. Don't use AI to do something completely different other than the actual work you're supposed to be doing. Let the folks at Tech Twitter jump from new tool to new tool to new tool and waste all of their time on things that don't matter. And meanwhile, you can get actual work done. That's all for this video. Click over here somewhere to watch another video where I talk about what skills actually matter now that AI has basically pretty much replaced all of coding and syntax, the writing code part. And click somewhere else over here to learn how I vibe coded my own little personal cardio app without writing a single line of code. And I know the irony is not lost on me, but my app is actually useful. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts, and of course, as always, you need to make sure to subscribe for future videos because there's a lot of cool stuff coming on this channel. That's all. Thank you for watching.